All right, it looks like a scene from a disaster movie. And while films including Rogue One and shows like Game of Thrones were actually filmed there, this is no Hollywood project. Stunning live pictures from Iceland show a volcano that's been exploding for nearly 24 hours and still going. This is happening in the southwestern part of the country, home to Iceland's 372,000 residents. The spewing lava poses no threat to life right now, but the crack in the rock where the lava is pouring out is growing, and dangerous gases in the air could travel. Joining us now is Jess Phoenix, volcanologist and author of Ms. Adventure, My Wild Explorations in Science, Lava, and Life. Great to have you on the show. Jess, this eruption is larger than most predicted, and it happened not far from a town which was evacuated and a power plant. So how dangerous is this?
Fortunately, in the grand scheme of volcanic eruptions, this one so far is proving to be relatively tame. I say that because there isn't a tremendous risk to people's lives. The biggest issue that we face with eruptions of volcanoes like this, more oozy than explosive, is property destruction. So right now, people who live in the town of Grindavik, which is just south of where the current eruption is, they've been preparing for weeks, and it's great that we thought something might happen because the authorities were able to go ahead and evacuate in time. So right now, property destruction is the biggest risk.
I love that you describe it as more oozy than explosive. It's a real technical term, I'm sure. But seriously, the lava is flowing to the north, and you say that's good news. Why?
So right now, with the fissure, so this is a fissure-style eruption, meaning a crack in the ground, like you explained. With those, we don't see gigantic ash clouds that disrupt air traffic, like what happened in 2010 when Eyjafjallajökull erupted. So with this, if we can just, if the lavas are moving in a way that is not towards the town, then you can outwalk a lava flow for the most part. Occasionally they get a little speedy, but generally, if you can walk, you can get out of the way. So this just means that the north focus of this current fissure eruption is great because we're not seeing, heavily populated areas around where the eruption is occurring.
And it's not just the lava. The gases from the eruption are toxic. The capital city's under a pollution warning. So how dangerous is volcanic gas?
So volcanic gases are actually acid gases. So hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide. I mean, the list goes on. So in order to work safely around acid gases, volcanologists will wear professional grade respirators with acid gas filters. A lot of times full face masks because it'll sting your mucous membranes. So mouth, nose, eyes, it's kind of unpleasant. But for people living a few miles away, if you get the right wind situation, it can blow those gases towards populated areas. And then for people with asthma or any respiratory issues, that can cause them some real flare-ups. So we want to cross our fingers and hope that the wind is blowing in a good direction.
And that it stays, because wind is highly changeable and can change very quickly. Listen, the images are simply incredible. Iceland sits on 2 tectonic plates. It's got 32 active volcanoes, more than 100 inactive ones. In 2010, a huge eruption sent an ash cloud across Europe and grounded air travel for more than a week. Is there any danger of that happening again?
Not with this volcano. This one produces eruptions exactly like what we're seeing. So that's how volcanologists actually know what to expect. Is we're kind of like, historians of the Earth, because we look at previous eruptions. We can see those in the rock record. You can see where lava reached, where ashfall went. So that allows us to kind of get our handle around what might happen. This volcano, this is about pretty much what it does. So if it sticks to this and it doesn't move south, then we're in pretty good shape.
All right. Jess Phoenix, has anybody told you you have the perfect name for somebody who studies volcanoes?
No, I think so too. So thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Jess. Really appreciate it. Oh, thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.